Okay, so this is Rob and it's 8/16/32-bit, and I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. I thought I would do an unboxing video. You see, a while back I got myself a really cheap but really rather good composite to HDMI converter, which I'm using on some of my old retro consoles. Now, I want to move away from getting game footage through emulators where I can and using real hardware, but obviously video capture can be expensive. So, having had some success with this cheap HDMI upscaler unit, I thought, why not see how much we can do in terms of getting a good cheap HDMI video capture unit. So, I hopped on Amazon, I did some searching, found one that seemed to have decent reviews, and here we are. It's pretty generic. It doesn't really have a manufacturer's name on it, as you can see. It's just a generic little bit of kit. You can see there it's got all the features on the back. It's HDMI loop out. Apparently it supports 4K resolution, but I doubt that much. There's an input, but it'll only output in 1080p. Yeah. Support for AWG26 HDMI standard cable. Support most acquisition software such as VLC, OBS, AMCAP, etc. Windows, Android and macOS compatible. Conforms to USB video and UVC standards. Conforms to USB audio UAC standard. It's compact and portable. Now, it looks okay. It's got various bits and pieces on the side panels, and I believe these are some other products that I may be able to get from the same manufacturer. An extender, a converter, a switch, a splitter, a matrix, and a wall controller. Now, this is not a huge box. To give some scale on this, I shall place an empty drinks can, just to give you an idea of how small this is going to be. That's a standard 330ml soft drink can. So, let's have a look, shall we? As I open this up, you can see it slides out. Nice, that's just a little slide away unit. The box itself appears to be fine. You just pop it open, and this is this is tiny. It's just cardboard in there. It's in a little bit of poly. But before we get back to that, we'll see what else is in here. We've got a couple of cables and a little fold-out manual. Let's have a look. So we've got what appears to be a micro USB cable, which I'm guessing is for power. Double-ended USB Type A, which I'm assuming is what outputs to the TV, to the PC rather. We've got an English language manual here. It shows you the hardware, its specifications, connection and operation, which shows you how to use in OBS. Yeah, and we've got the same instructions in Chinese. Now, let's have a look at the unit itself. Let's get a bit of a feel for this. Drum roll, please. And it's tiny. There it is. On one end, we've got the DC 5V in and a HDMI input. On the other end, we have a HDMI output and a USB 3 a Type A socket. That's it. Obviously, it's made in China. Got all the usual stuff on. It appears to be metal, probably aluminium or something. And yeah, that's it. It's a cute little thing. Obviously, there will be a. Next, we're going to move on to actually trialing this out, but that is my amazingly cheap HDMI video capture with loop. I still have no idea who made it, because even the instruction manual doesn't list a manufacturer in either the English or the Chinese instructions. So, yeah. Right, let's have a look at what we can do with this thing then, shall we? Okay, so the first thing we're looking at here when I'm doing this is a Raspberry Pi 3 running RetroPie. As you saw in the caption, it's capturing at 720p, 30 frames a second. And you know what, it's pretty good actually. The quality is not the best, but it's not the worst. And I think, you know, for £20, this seems to be okay so far. Now, obviously, I can't really tell about anything about latency or anything just in these menus, so I just scroll through the menu here, hit a random game, and we ended up, I think, with Bonanza Brothers. Yes, it was Bonanza Brothers. Now, not the most technically demanding game, but it is a game where I think, given the pace of the game, which is a bit more measured compared to some, you would notice any significant lag in the controls. Now, as I said, my intention is to use this on real hardware, but it was easy for me to just do a quick test capture here using the Raspberry Pi because it's small, it doesn't take up a lot of space, and it's convenient. And you know what? It works pretty damn well. I didn't really notice any lag in the controls, at least none that caused me any issues. You know, it's pretty much does what I wanted it to do, and it does it pretty damn well, to be honest. I'm thus far I'm impressed. Now obviously this is just an unboxing and some first impressions here, but so far so good. You know, I've definitely, like I said before, you know, I wasn't expecting the world from this. I bought it at £20 as an experiment more than anything else to see if it was worth buying anything more expensive, but as you can see, everything appears to be good. So there isn't really much more I can say at this point. Welcome to 2021. This is my first video of the year. I'm feeling quite positive about these things, and if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you've not already done so, obviously. If you have, do hit the bell as well so you can be notified whenever I do a new upgrade. You can find me on Twitter at 8_16_32bit, and this is Rob from 81632bit saying see you again soon.